cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Wallen with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will go on the attack first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Bayou Bet. Been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback adapting. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch right at the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Reads it, fires complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Quickly complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Carr. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now the play fake. Steps away. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Going to swing it on second down. Punt in the backfield, it's Carr. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, LSU! They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offensive coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's got it. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've come out smoking with touch. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Avant. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And as he throws, missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Aggies! They won it all, and that is exactly what they...
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more. SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair, and if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game.
Touchdown LSU! Stealing the score on special teams. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes he puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Avant. Rushes on him. Turns it loose deep. Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Complete with conviction on the crosser. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking downfield, it's Avent. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Here's the handoff.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. He breaks a tackle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is right.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lindsey. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Slams ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Trying to pound it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Jackrabbit!
He's looking to pass. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and the offense ready to go to work.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Aggies have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Williams. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Avant. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate in the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let...
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Nice move to keep running. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for a man. It's Avant. Here's a heat. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The bye LSU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Lindsey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go back to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies close to the line of scrimmage and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles, that's been the big key to them. Only allowing a couple yards here on these last 2 plays.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Makes a grab past the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The linebacker showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Give to the back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Grabs it in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To throw, it's Avant. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Pocket breaking down. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team if they play like that. Moving forward,